Hi, this is Paige, and welcome back to another one of my drawing lessons. So today we're doing Snowman, and it's a very special drawing because imagine if you had like your phone or a camera on the ground and all the snowmen are looking over it saying hi to the camera. So it's kind of a really cool view of all these snowmen, and it's perfect for the cold weather and the snow that's going around the country right now. So, all right, we're gonna get into it. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here's our black marker. All right, so looking at this drawing, we're going to start with the snowman. And so how we do that is we're going to draw the bodies first. So we're going to go and draw this snowman in the bottom right-hand corner first. We're going to put our finger in the middle of the paper on the bottom, and we're going to draw a little bit off of the middle of the paper. So we're going to go just to the right of your finger, and you're going to draw kind of a start of a circle. It's the fourth of a circle, just a curve right in the middle of the right corner of your paper. It's a little rainbow right there. And your finger is still there, and so you're going to do the same thing and go to the left, a left rainbow. And these curves are going to be just below the middle of your paper. So you're not going all the way up the paper. You're not just going just on the bottom corner. You're going to try and go almost to the middle of your paper. And you're going to flip it over, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put your finger in the middle of the paper on the bottom. And you're going to put your marker just to the right of your finger. And you're going to go up just like that. And you're going to go to the left of your finger, and you're going to curve up just like that. And so it's okay if they all aren't the same size, but as long as there's spaces in between your circles, then that's what we're looking for, that there's spaces in between your circles.
Rainbows.
And so, yeah, in between your rainbows. Thank you, Mrs. Thompson. Okay. So now to add heads to each of the snowman's bodies. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a rainbow coming out of each of these really wide rainbows. You're going to do kind of like a cut off circle. So you're going to start here, kind of in the middle of your rainbow, but just to the left of it. And you're going to do another rainbow that's a little more curved coming right out of it. And you're going to do that for all of your rainbows in every corner. So I started on my left bottom snowman, and I'm gonna do the same thing for all of them. Just another rainbow coming out of the bodies to be the heads of the snowman. And it's okay if some are bigger than the others. So what we're gonna do next is, now that we have our 4 snowmen, we can start decorating. Excuse me. So, as you can tell in this bottom left-hand corner here, we have a snowman. And so this snowman is wearing a Santa hat. And so, what we're gonna do is on top of his head, we're gonna draw his Santa hat. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a bunch of mini rainbows, a bunch of bumps coming out of his head. Just like this. Start kind of in the middle, up top on the snowman's head, and you're gonna go all these little bumps, all these little rainbow. And you're gonna do kind of just like a curve coming out of it. And then do a fluff ball at the end, just for his hat. Just like that. Some curved lines coming out of it into a little fluff ball. And that's his hat. Awesome. And then it doesn't matter on any other one of your snowmen, wherever you have room. I have room on this snowman, so I think I'm going to put a top hat on this guy since there's more room here. I'm going to do a line across the top of this head right here. So that's the brim of his hat. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to draw a rectangle on top of that line. And there is his top hat, and I'm gonna color it in. And there's the snowman's top hat. So that would be this guy's top hat right here. So I made him a top hat. And if you want to add another like beanie or something, you can add a beanie. You just do kind of like this, some curved lines coming up and maybe like a fluff ball coming out of it. And maybe another brim of the hat with some stripes or something. That could be another hat for your snowman if you wanted to add another hat. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna draw faces on each of your snowmen. Each of these faces can be a little different, as you can tell from here. Each of my faces are a little different. So, but as you can tell, they all have noses. So, on each of the snowmen, you're gonna draw a little triangle. You're gonna do a V, and you're gonna connect the lines of the V. And they can be going all different ways. And if you want the snowman to be facing you, you just draw a circle, because when you're looking at a carrot, when it's facing you, you just see a circle. Or you can do a V for a carrot nose. And that's in the middle of each of the snowman's heads. And you're gonna draw eyeballs on each of the snowmen.
Let me turn it so I can see that.
So, looking at the snowman, I'm drawing 2 big dots for eyes. And I'm gonna do a bunch of little dots for its mouth. On this one, I'm gonna do bigger circles for the eyes and little dots inside. And maybe just a line. On this one, I'm gonna do kind of like little squinty eyes. So I'm gonna do a rainbow for the eyes, 2 little rainbows for the eyes. And I'm gonna do just like a sideways mouth, just like this. And then on this guy, I'm gonna do, maybe he's closing his eyes. So I'm gonna do 2 U's. And I'm gonna do another line, maybe with some cheeks on the side. So I'm gonna do a C on one side and a backward C on the other side. Awesome, so those are my snowmen. If you wanna go ahead and draw lines on each of the snowmen's noses, you can, to make them look like carrots. Just like that. Unless if you have a circle nose, then maybe you just wanna keep that a circle. Awesome. So as you can tell, on each of the snowmen's bodies, they have little buttons. But the buttons get smaller as they go to the head. And that's because when you look down from an angle, whatever is closest to you looks bigger, and whatever's farthest from you looks smaller. So as we go ahead and we put buttons on each of the snowmen, we're gonna start in the corner and put a big circle. And then we'll do another one that's a little bit smaller and another one that's a lot smaller. So they gradually get smaller. They get smaller as you go. I'm gonna do the same one for this guy. Maybe I'll do more buttons on him. I'm gonna do a big circle, a smaller circle, an even smaller circle, and just a dot. So they keep getting smaller. Say I wanna do some squares. I'll do a big square and a smaller square and a smaller square. So they look like they're getting smaller. And on this guy, say I want to do some hearts. I'm gonna do a big heart a smaller heart, and an even smaller heart. Very cute. Awesome. So now we have our snowman bodies, and we need to put the arms in there. So what you do is you kind of go to the side here, and you're going to put a line that's parallel to this line. So it's in the same direction as this line for the body. And you're going to do 2 lines coming out of it. You're going to do a line coming straight out, another line coming straight out. So it's kind of looking like the start of a rectangle, but you don't finish that side. Then you're going to add him some hands. And I like to just kind of give him some little triangle hands. So you do a bunch of V's that all connect to each other. And then you do another one here. And do the same thing. And they all connect back to the body. So you can do one here. And say you want to have bent arms, you do 2 lines coming out. And then you make the bottom one longer. And then you do 2 lines coming out of that one. And you can add hands to it. And you do the same thing over here. 2 arms coming out. Make the bottom one longer. And then you do 2 lines coming back out the other way. And you add hands. So then you turn it around and you add some more hands. And it's okay if your hands overlap each other with the other snowman. So say I want to do really long arms for this guy. I'm going to do 2 lines and then another 2 lines. I'm just going to run the line straight in there, and I'm going to put his hands behind her. And for this one over here, I'll just do 2 lines and then 2 lines, kind of like this. You kind of have to work with the space that you got. On this one, I'll give the snowman some straight arms. So I'll do a line and a line, 2 lines coming out, and some hands like this. And on this side, I can do a line, 2 lines coming out, but it hits this person's arm, so it's going behind the snowman's arm, the hand. Awesome. So now that we're done drawing, we get to decorate. You can also add in the background where you have white space. Don't add it inside your snowman, but when you have space like here, or here, yep, here, and here, you see how there's snowflakes and stars in there? So we're gonna go ahead and draw some stars. So I'm gonna do some lines just crossing each other, a star like that, and a circle like that for a snowball. Snowflake flying. Do some stars, some lines crossing each other. So I do an X, and then I do a line going up through that X, and then I do a line going sideways through that X. So then it looks like a star. I do a circle over here, and a star over here, a circle here. It doesn't have to be exactly what I'm doing, but as long as you're filling the white space, then it looks like more of the sky. And it looks like they're in a winter wonderland. And you just do stars and circles all the way around. Stars and circles, and you could do swirlies, and you can do anything you want. You could add a moon right in here. It's up to you. This is your drawing. You can take the freedom to do whatever. So, how do you color this? Well, the arms are sticks, so they're gonna be brown. The snowmen themselves, snow is white, so you're gonna keep them white. But you're gonna color their noses orange for their carrots, for their oranges. And you're gonna color their buttons however you want. And then the background, really the sky is blue, but you can color it however you want. Make it as colorful as you want. But you should probably keep the snowman white since the snow is white. And that's it. That's our drawing. So I hope you like it a lot. This is probably one of my favorite drawings that we've done. It's very wintry, so it makes you want to snuggle up with some hot chocolate. But I hope you enjoy drawing it, and yeah, enjoy it.